going either way.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. You have to live with this result every second of every day for the next year, guys.
Some of the greatest sports talk radio takes place in the state of Alabama because of the rivalry and the trash talk that goes on between Auburn fans and Alabama fans. It is must-listen radio, David. It's incredible.
And it's must-watch TV. Like, no matter what the records are, it seems like it's always a good game. The hate runs deep, and it is a great game to call.
All right.
Takes the handoff. It's Price. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers rolling out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all three facets of the game.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. Let's see what the Tigers respond with.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Puts him in the spin cycle. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, that they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, game receipts.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like, fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl was a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage
They
every year.
paid for it. They're calling us about
The
it.
tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
My second, fourth.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Wow.
That's some bullshit.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will get the first swing of the game. As important and as intense as this rivalry is, guys, it's usually one of the cleanest games of the season.
The thing about this game every single year is for so many years, it has national championship implications. Two great teams going at it in the same state. One thinks they're so superior. One gets looked at like down through the bottom of their nose.
And he breaks into the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go right back to it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like the rivalries matter
stand them up, baby. What they going for it, huh?
Fans talking about this game in particular. That's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
That's all me, baby.
It's picked off.
That's all me.
Got some room to run.
That's all me, baby. That's all me.
At the 20.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Bama.
Touchdown, Alabama.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse.
I'll give you my first defensive player to win Heisman. On my other Heisman winners been offensive receivers.
That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
First interception and pick 6, baby.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. To the air, it's Warrior. He makes the connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, you motherfucker.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You've got an opportunity right now. You've got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 pass.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds his man down the middle.
Just when I'm moving.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. Keeps the legs moving. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Dropping back, it's Royer. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Give him a shit.
And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown!
Go, Tyrone! Let's go.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some...
Lofts one high and deep. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
Yeah, and that's
You got to see the coverage.
It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for a productive play on first down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
What are you doing? I'm hitting the button to hike the ball.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Spins away from the defender. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Here on 2nd and short. Got his man quickly. The Tide will get the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
We know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that. There are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown Tide! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Forward, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start we possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right now.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Royer. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces. They force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions.
The judge laying down the gavel. The judge laying down the gavel.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second
Big
time
George.
they kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers.
A shot toward the end zone.
Stay aggressive in your play calling.
No quarterbacks and receivers, they develop.
Oh, man. Stay aggressive in your play calling.
These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Oh, shit, I fucked up. See.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Okay.
He'll pull it on the read. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. The throw. That's reeled in. It's Brewer. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, it's Warrior. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Okay.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Got him. I got him, baby. I got him. I seen it. I seen the safety go to the left over there.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple. It's simply first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Man, shut your ass up, shit. What the hell are you talking about?
Let's see what they've got on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Fernandez. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
You matter of fact, you go watch the game film. I got at least 2 or 3 pick sixes. I had 5 interceptions in the first quarter. So how is that cheating?
Wishes he pulled this small gain, but Smith
Every drive ending a kick, stupid.
They'll run it from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just
fucking
keep running
defense
plays and
been rolling. Hawk been on this shit. Hawkeye been Hawkeyeing. Even a hawk on that ball today, boy.
For what they hope is automatic.
Told you I got a new game plan.
And the extra point will tack
especially for them goddamn Texas A&M and them Sooners. So you might as well take notice and get ready, boy. We coming.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking for a productive play on first down. To throw, it's Royer. Skips away from pressure. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and not stopped.
Just took off. Okay, you want to run like that? That's what you want to do, fucker?
And you're seeing here
got
the
something for you, punk.
difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
At the 35, he's open. And the defense finally
closest they done been down
after
there.
the
Rats.
sweet run and good
Okay.
gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. They move the tight end all over. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Auburn.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Fernandez. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't bent.
To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Third down play from the gun. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
From the gun, the ground game. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The play action fake. Working that left side now. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it on the counter. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Royer. Fires to the big fella. And he got enough for the first down,
hey, what
but
up, bro?
somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Good.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
I know, that's what I'm doing now as we speak.
He looks that one in nicely. Oh, the speed,
yeah.
the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quick completion to the right. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and go for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
So she home? I thought she was going to keep her for the night.
PAT unit on the field.
Oh, okay.
Right down the boulevard. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass.
That's good. That's good.
He'll start the return
She
inside his
got, got somebody at home with her.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's brought
Well, you trying to speak some shit into existence, huh?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. Yeah. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10.
I took care of everything, man. I made sure everything was great.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Look, they should be on. Well, today's a holiday, too. That's probably why.
Machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense.
Told me yesterday
you can tell they're focused on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
I said, it ain't that shit. But it's time for me to go back.
That can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Into the end zone. Touchdown time.
Yeah, she'll be back tonight. You gotta fly your weapon. You gotta fly with your weapon.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. when they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some...
Makes the grab on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Oh, I know, huh?
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
On to attempt the try.
Damn. I bet it will, see.
That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
I figured I told Sarah, I said, your girl will be back tomorrow. I said, see, it was so peaceful and quiet while she was gone. We didn't miss her at all. He said, I believe it too.
There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage.
Well, they told you about the Mason stuff this morning, bro. The Mace. Check with the Mace.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah. They
looking to throw. It's Fernandez.
They went on the call last night. They went on the call last night. The management called some assistants because some employees that got into it. They had a verbal altercation.
Let's see what the official says.
About 4 females. Yeah. So they was in the break room.
There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line.
One of the chicks had Mason her first.
Set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10.
So they wind up confiscating the Mason.
He's going to pass. He's not afraid to go deep.
Because they she told the supervisor that she had eventually, eventually she told him she had because she was going to use it. She said she used it because she had it because she traveled late at night. She told one she traveled late at night and that she lived at 5th Ward or somewhere, so she keep Mace with her. So apparently, I guess when they was having this verbal altercation, she had her hand in her purse, like she was clutching something.
This offense is
like she was about to make the ass
in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Into the end zone.
I didn't get a chance to read the report of nothing, but I just read a couple of the statements.
And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down. You move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
So never holler for anybody gonna do that shit. So I was finna say congratulations to Larson, huh, man?
Lining up to tack
Saw that,
more onto that lead.
Said I know him Ramirez, and I don't know who else is interviewed.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
2 hours in the interview, so you would think.
But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn.
A
timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Anything.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Royer. Here he goes breaking the pocket.
Yeah, they asked me that too.
First downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket. At that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Trying to find his man on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Gotta be slick. I'm like, who the hell? All the interviews I've been on, I ain't never heard them asking shit like that.
It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
3rd and long situation.
You got Jessica Fiore.
The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are
Barry.
getting upfield.
I think it started with him.
Timing.
And I think so. One took over.
Auburn sends out the punting unit and see if he can help the coverage team out with.
Well, that's what time he went down. Yeah, because Barry didn't leave till like a little bit later.
He's got great speed. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagles.
Can't you blame this shit? Because, bro, what they were arguing for was stupid, though, bro. They sitting at the table. Yeah, but them females are stupid. That's all I'm saying. That shit last night just petty bullshit because somebody looking at you, you questioning why they looking at you. And y'all get into it.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between
you can look at what they want to look at,
Auburn plays out.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, Hispanity. Matter of fact, Gutierrez had an incident with her what Gino told me last week on y'all tour. Or she came back and they said she was acting suspicious in the bathroom or something. She came to pick up her check or something. You don't remember that? Yeah, Gino said she came back. They called talking about she wasn't supposed to be in the building. And came, she was supposed to come pick up a check and say she was in the bathroom. And she was looking retarded.
And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that.
They completed the
they've
report.
got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I'm not going to take a look at it.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver, running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
That's our famous word.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Quick strike complete.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's my famous word for him.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Feeling some heat. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Using his legs, it's Snead. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain
that's the
land.
attitude he had.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
He had.
Quick release by the QB. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot. You know, you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break
like I said, you know, we had a cool relationship. So she left with New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? I came here. I tried to talk to her one night. She got a whole funky attitude, but I was like, man, I ain't trying to do shit. I'm trying to help her out, shit, you know, because
he gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We've got guys that have been through this, been through these rivalry games. Things happen quick. They got to swing it back your way.
She was wound up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right, that's your job.
She would have been going supposed to be doing. She probably could have got the position.
Situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 1-on-1. Stop the run first.
And the punt team gets down there and touches its head. That's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set. First down. Looking to move it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the punishment has been extended. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of it.
And Alabama knew coming into this game and just throwing records out, playing her in state rival Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Open the eyes on because Alabama should be losing her job.
The give to the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the
but I think, it's been mostly Terry Sage.
Defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch him run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again.
Virginia was like that, with Ruth.
On that tackle from
this freshman. Virginia was like that with Ruth. We've had bad attendance. She never was getting the fucking work. Never come to work.
A defense trying
always
to get a stop
late.
on 3rd
We
down
were saving her ass.
The give to the back.
Get a call
They
for
thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage.
Yeah, you didn't
get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Every day.
Looks as if
the one day go by that she came in before 6 o'clock.
First punt to pin him deep.
Never came in before 6.
And
is textbook. And never really, made the time frame. Very, very rarely she made the time frame for 7 clicks. Very rare. She'd be right after that.
Their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Good
Terry said he got 10 months, bro.
Pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
10 months when he make that age.
He's looking to
I'm trying to tell you that.
And
he got 10 months before you can start using that sick leave. And he said he's going to use it because he got like 2,000-something miles.
Inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion.
Yeah.
He'll try to pop the draw. Makes one man miss. And
because that's when he his eligibility. His eligibility. to retire.
No surprise. I mean,
yeah,
the way
in
they're
10
running
months.
the
And
ball
he makes
early in
50.
this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's how Raymond went out, man. Raymond, they went out sick. Raymond was out from like February to like October.
Behind the line, it's Vaughn.
Yeah, so he officially retired.
And they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers
Yeah, because you know they don't pay you for your sick
guys
leave.
like this guy slip out of the backfield
You gotta use
and
that
make
shit.
big plays against me. Good job
They
being aware
say that
that they can
shit
throw
before
the
they
ball to the
retire.
running back, closing space and getting that fast to them.
That's what Sean Bird did too.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit,
he went out and had surgery on his shoulder. He had a torn rotator cuff.
Now one more
That was
stop, and they can
his
get
ticket.
off
He
the
ain't never
field
came
on
back.
3rd and long. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Well, Raymond didn't have nothing.
In the open.
No, he just probably went to the doctor and, unless you know, some doctor or somebody, he just write something up. You know, every couple of weeks you just send him in and get on paperwork.
I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Alabama 80, Auburn 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Oh, flex it.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Yeah, the offense not that far from now.
Looking for a crease. It's Price. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan
So they get there when they get there.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
I know who I ain't going there, but I'm retired, so I'm eligible for retirement in 3 more years.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10.
They was talking about retirement shit earlier with Daniel Hanks, because I ain't know. Hanks is 60 years old, man.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
He said JP over there chilling at the main the hospital, the main spot where he at. Yeah, he got his own office and shit, he said. Yeah. His office about bigger to control something.
It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that pass picked off.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many
He said they so short over there.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down. That great, terrific pickup.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
He's going to put in some work over there, boy. He said, but they go hands-on over there. Especially, you know, at the main hospital with the mental patients. Guys that's mental. He said, now where he was at in Sugar Land, he said, man, I ain't wrote a ticket in 5 years that I've been there. He ain't wrote a ticket or nothing. So he was over there chilling.
Based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to pass. It's Fernandez.
Makes his connection.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that did the same thing.
Later got some people coming over.
They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Okay.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Gotcha. All right, then.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He's got it on the move. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Pushes ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. In a lot.
I ain't bat the ball on or nothing. Right there. Let me catch it. Hit the button.
You just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell at least now starting to get a little something going. And maybe you can still
about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He's got his man, makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, more guys to stopping that bad man.
The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense presses him to the ground. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll give it to him again.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run. So they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loses 4. Brings up 2nd down.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew.
it.